Oh, what is up, team? Trifunctional here, hanging out, playing some Minecraft on the Darkcraft server. I'm having an awesome day, and I hope you are as well. And first things first, this is what we're building today. This is the micro farm where you can quickly produce wheat, carrots, potatoes, and beetroot. So first, let's just look at the finished product here. Basically, you just take your seeds, you turn it on, and then you hit it at the right time. You see there's wheat flying into my inventory. There's bone meal coming out of those dispensers, and it's growing up the wheat very quickly, and then it's breaking off due to low light levels, and then entering my inventory. So let's go ahead and turn it off, and you can see very quickly there I got over a stack of wheat. So it's a very useful farm to have in your base. Basically, the only food source you'd ever need is just in this tiny little package here. Now, full disclosure, this isn't my design. The microfarm has been around for a long while. I believe Impulse SV was probably the first one to come up with it. And this is a slight variation, a design that I actually saw on a DocM77 video, where he's using the observer clock for it. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this torn down, and then we'll go ahead and get to showing you how to build it. Alright, welcome back, team. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and show you the blocks that you'll need to build this, or the yeah, basically, as far as the blocks that you'll need for this, you need a lever, a repeater, 2 observers, a sticky piston, a block of dirt, 4 pieces of redstone, a water bucket, 3 dispensers, and you can use full blocks. I'm going to be using stone slabs to be building with, just so that everything is looking uniform, because there are certain spots where you will want a couple of slabs for sure, but I'm going to be using stone slabs in the place of full blocks as well. Now, you'll need a hoe to till the dirt. I'm using a diamond hoe just because I'm trying to use up the durability on the diamond hoe to get the advancement. The chest is unnecessary, but I like to have a chest beside it just as a convenience where you can store your bones and bone meal and seeds and carrots and potatoes. And then also you'll need either seeds, beetroot seeds, potatoes or carrots, whatever vegetable you want to be growing with the microfarm in order to feed into there to be able to grow them up. So let's go ahead and get started on doing some building. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just putting some of these blocks that I know we'll need into my inventory here. And I might actually want a some netherrack there so that I can pillar up at times. But I'm going to go ahead and go in just this 3x4 area. I'll start back here with a couple of solid blocks. Again, I'm just building these up with the half slabs just so I can make everything look uniform. But on top of this block back here, we're going to want a sticky piston, and then we'll want an observer facing the other way. And actually, the way we can do this is, we know we're going to want one right here as well, so we'll just place a temporary block right here, and then we'll place our observer block right there, and then we can place one right here. Whoops. And that's also facing the wrong way. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this. Now the observer is, or the 2 observers facing into each other like this, actually creates a clock. And it's actually a very quick clock, which is nice for this farm. Now, as you can see, it's blinking. Now, one cool trick is once we move this sticky piston up out of the way and then bring it back down, the clock is actually going to be going even faster, which is really cool. Now we're going to need a piece of redstone beside the sticky piston there, and then we can grab out our repeater, and our repeater is going to go into that solid block there. And then we'll also need a piece of redstone behind the repeater. And now we can build up a couple of more solid blocks, again using the half slabs in order to do this. Let's go ahead and build up solid blocks in this formation here. We'll go ahead and throw a lever right here, and we can go ahead and power the lever, and that's actually going to move the observer out of the way so that we can turn off the clock for now. And then up here, we're going to go ahead and just looking at a screenshot that I took, so I know that I am doing this correct for all of you. I want to make sure I am telling you correctly. But let's go ahead and build up. Oops. We'll go ahead and take that back. Let's go ahead and build up another solid block up here for a dispenser to sit on, and up here for another dispenser to sit on. And actually, no, that's where the water is going to go. So we're actually going to leave that blank, but we can go ahead and start placing some of our dispensers down. And so we can go dispenser there, facing in towards this block that I'm standing on, one of dispenser here facing in as well. And then let's go ahead and place down our dirt block right here. And then let's build up another solid block right here. We're going to need solid blocks around the water source as well. So we'll just go ahead and build them up like so. And while we're at it, we can actually fill that water source since we have it surrounded by blocks. And actually, this one right here can be a solid block, but I'm going to want my chest below this block here. So we're actually going to go ahead and just go with a top half slab right there. And then we can just go ahead and throw down our chest at the, for the moment right there. So now we're going to want a slab in front to be able to stand on. Up here we can go ahead and place our third dispenser. And since we do have the water in there, we can go ahead and till the land. And now with our last two pieces of redstone, we're going to place them on the solid blocks that we placed back here, kind of kitty corner between the dispensers. Now, with our last two half slabs, we're going to want one in front. So let's actually, let's place a temporary block right here, and then we're going to place a half slab right here. Hello, sheep. Let's take out this temporary block. And then let's go ahead and just pillar up for a second. Place another temporary block right here, and then we'll place a half slab on top to cap it off. Now the purpose of these last two half slabs that we placed is to make it nice and dark on the inside here. And so that's going to make it so when we plant a seed here, it'll automatically pop off because the area will be dark on the inside. So that is the construction of the full micro farm here. Last, we just need to fill the dispensers with bone meal, and then turn it on and get started with reaping some crops. Let's go ahead and just, yeah, turning it on. You can hear how fast those dispensers go with that observer clock. I really like it. The observer clock really does make things simple. Not that the original design wasn't simple in itself, but let's go ahead and make up some bone meal. Let's go ahead and use our handy dandy recipe book that we got in 1.12. I'm loving it. Makes things so much easier for crafting, especially for doing a lot of crafting like this. And then we're going to fill up the dispensers all the way with the bone meal. And it's certainly useful to have a skeleton farm so that you can be getting plenty of bones for bone meal for a farm like this. And so that is one thing that we have done on the Darkcraft server here, is we have built a skeleton farm. It's actually a skeleton and zombie farm combined. That's what we use for XP, and it makes it so that we can have plenty of bone meal for projects like this. So now that we have bone meal in the dispensers, we'll just go ahead and flip it on. We'll go ahead and you have to click at the right moment until you do see that you are getting the crops yielding. So it might take a couple of clicks to make sure that you hit it at the right moment. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting tons of wheat very quickly with this farm. Very happy with it. We'll just go ahead and use this chest to place down our wheat that we just got and our seeds. So we have everything nice and organized. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the build here, the block for block tutorial on the micro farm. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button for me. Certainly appreciate it, and it helps me out quite a bit. If you're new and you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see when my future content comes out. Let me know also down in the comments if you'd like to see more tutorials like this. This is something different that we don't do a whole lot on the channel as of now. But over the time that I have played Minecraft, I've picked up quite a bit of knowledge that I'd like to share with you folks. So if you would like to see more tutorials, go ahead and let me know with a comment down below so that I know that is the type of content you would like to see on the channel. But yeah, I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you on the flip side.